Hey friends, this is Anna Hellman with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff, and it is about that time of year for a turkey treat box. These have been some of my most popular projects over the years, are these adorable little turkey treat boxes that I change up each time I make a new one. And you can use these for Thanksgiving treats, of course. You can use them as table decorations. You can use them as name card or place card holders and put names on them for your Thanksgiving dinner table. But they're just really cute and fun little decorations and treats for Thanksgiving. So let me tell you what we need to make this, and then we will get started actually putting it together. We need one of our little treat box die cuts cut out. So this one big die creates this whole thing already prepared and scored for us, which is awesome. I love these things. I have used these for several projects already. Here is another one I decorated for fall. So you need one of those die cut out. We need several punches here. We need a story label punch. This is punched out of soft suede, a 1.5 inch circle. We need an assortment of leaves stamped with soft suede ink onto, let's see, I used Mango Melody, Pumpkin Pie, Cajun Craze, and soft suede cardstocks. And I created those with the beautiful Autumn stamp set and the Autumn Punch Pack. So the Autumn Punch Pack comes with 3 punches, the oak leaf, the maple leaf, and an acorn. So we need lots of leaves punched out, and I'll show you right now how. So I have a few stamped here. Obviously I have quite a few prepared already, but once they are stamped, we just slide the punch over and punch them out. If you are a beginning stamper, I always encourage people to stamp first and punch second. It is much easier to line up your punch after you've stamped than it is to try to line up a stamp after you have punched. Let's see. So here's the little maple leaf. So I just used the oak and maple leaves for this. Like I said, the punch and the stamp set both have acorns as well, so they're really cute to use for other projects. So we have a bunch of those leaves. We have a classic label punch that I stamped this thankful greeting on. And the beautiful Autumn stamp set didn't have a little tiny greeting like what I was looking for. So I pulled this nice little thankful one from the Autumn Goodness stamp set. So that's ready. And then these 2 little punches are from our Apple Builder punch. These are the leaf from the Apple Builder. And these are just little hole punches. Or you can replace the little eye circles with some googly eyes, which is what we are going to do here in just a few minutes. I have some linen thread. I also used some metallic pearls to decorate this cute little guy and make him a little fancy. He's a fancy turkey, I think. So let me scoot these aside and we will start putting all of this together. So the first thing I like to do with these treat box die cuts is to fold them on all of these score lines to get those folds loosened up a little bit. Okay, now we are going to fold everything this direction. So on the top here, I am going to place a strip of adhesive. You want to use something strong, so I'm using our Seal Plus. You want to place it on the 4 flaps. So hopefully you can see this. You don't want any in that center region, and you don't want to cover up the little cut region here or these flaps. So now we're going to flip it over so that that's basically down, and we're going to fold these side pieces up. And now it is time to insert them together. Put this little tab into that little slot. And once that is pushed all the way together, then we can fold our side piece up and stick it right on like that. You can put these together with glue. I've done them with glue before. And once I get everything folded up, I just place like a clear block or an ink pad or something right here to hold them together for a few minutes. but this way they are all ready to go. We don't have to wait on anything, any glue to dry this way. So once we have that on, we are going to start just attaching all of these pieces that we've prepared. So I want to put adhesive on the back of my story label punch first and put this all the way at the bottom. We don't really want it to hang off the bottom because that may make your treat box sit crooked if you are sitting them upright. So we'll put it on right there, flush with the bottom. And now we will begin to put on leaves one by one. And the way I did this was by, especially for this first round, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second, but I stick the leaf onto a glue dot and pick up one little glue dot right over here on the very edge. And the reason for that is I want to be able to get these leaves to stick out side of the box to give it a lot of fullness in the turkey's feathers. So I'm going to pick one of those up right there on the edge, and I'll just go all the way around one by one, alternating colors, alternating oak and maple leaves to get these on all the way around here. So oh, I think I lost my dot on that one. I debated how far up to make the leaves go at the top, but I really like the decorative edge of the box itself, so I decided not to make it cover up the top. You definitely could if you wanted to. So stick this over a little farther because I like these to stick off the edge some. And they don't all have to alternate. There I have two maple leaves together, which is fine. Here I'll put another oak leaf. And then we will be ready for our second round. Okay, so those I put on with the glue dots. This next bunch, I am going to use mini dimensionals to pop them up. So I'm gonna move this around some, and maybe you'll be able to tell that there's a little bit of dimension there behind the turkey's head and this first layer of feathers. So I'm gonna flip over a few of these that I think I will use. I don't really know which colors or pieces I want to use, but we'll go ahead and flip these over and put one dimensional on the back of each one. Get those ready. I am really looking forward to Thanksgiving. It is probably my second favorite holiday. I just love this time of year when we celebrate our blessings, and it is harvest time here on the farm, and just a really neat time of year. Love the fall leaves, the colors, and the pumpkins, of course. The girls and I went and picked a bunch of pumpkins from one of our neighbors here this morning, and we're going to be taking them to the school this coming week for the teachers as a nice little treat for them from the school PTO. So just a fun time of year. Okay, now that we have those ready, let's start to stick them on. So if you're not sure about your spacing, how far out you want these to be, definitely just pick up that circle and look at it, see if they're going to show the way you want them to. So I'll take a look at that again, make sure they're showing. I don't want them to get hidden behind that circle. Okay, and I like how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I want to put one large dimensional in the center of all those leaves, that is going to attach to the head right here. Then I'm also going to put some adhesive on the back of this so that hopefully it's going to catch on some of the leaves that we just put on. So between the seal and that dimensional, that should stay stuck really well. Now let's go ahead and add the thankful tag. We want some mini dimensionals on the back of it. So I'll put 2 of them on. Put it down here at the bottom. Now let's get this face put together. So we have those extra leaves, we'll get rid of them. Show you how I did the beak and the, I feel like I should know this. I'm gonna call it the wobbler. You all can correct me. Tell me what I should be calling it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on the Cajun Craze one. Then I love the sticky end of my take your pick tool. I'm gonna use it to place the Mango Melody one on top. And once I have that ready, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue here on the face and get that put in place. Now I'll put 2 little drops of glue for the eyeballs. And we are ready for either the little hole punches. For these, I did hole punches and I used a black marker to draw the pupils in, or even better, let's get out some googly eyes. Love those. No matter what you do with the marker, you're never going to get those eyeballs perfectly even. They're close definitely, but I love, who doesn't love a little turkey tree box with some googly eyes? Okay, so that is very cute, but I decided to give it a couple of embellishments. On this one I used our Forever Greenery trim, but on this one I'm going to use some linen thread. And if you can see, I have 2 separate strands here that I'm tying together at the same time. If you struggle with bow tying, you need to go check out my video on YouTube about 10 tricks for tying the perfect bow. I have a really handy one towards the beginning of that video about tying bows with linen thread, and it is fantastic. I've taught several beginners here lately to tie really nice bows with that trick. So when I put a bow on with the twine, one glue dot is a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is roll that glue dot up into a little roll, and then it's just the right size that it's going to hide behind the knot, and it's not going to stick to anything else that touches it. It's not going to be too big this way. Okay, so we'll stick that on, and I thought I needed a few little metallic pearls just to add a little bit something extra back here on the feathers. I love to use golds and coppers this time of year on my projects. They coordinate so well with all these fall colors. So we've got a few pearls there, and we are all done. So you can fill these with all sorts of things. They fit snack size candy bars or fun size candy bars, all kinds of little candies. You could put other things, and you could put crayons in for kids. You could put all sorts of fun little things in these treat boxes. So I hope you enjoyed this project with the beautiful autumn bundle with these punches right here and the tiny little treat box dies. So thanks for joining in. You can get more ideas and inspiration on my blog at scrappingstampingandstuff.com. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again next time.